Good morning, guys. Out at the Ghost Public Lands in Alberta here. I did have a few weird dreams about my vehicle on a piece of land that tumbled off the edge. It's more so because there was a spot down there I was considering staying at, but it was literally on the edge.
One hour later.
Well, I'm back in Calgary now. I got all washed up, also washed up my vehicle because it was covered in dust. I had a package of ginger. It got flipped over with all that bumpy, rocky road, and I got ginger over everything in my vehicle. It was able to pick up this new folding solar panel. I'll do a proper review of this thing eventually here after I use it. But yeah, it comes with a whole bunch of adapters and yeah, just two panels, pretty easy. It's got these folding legs that come out so it can kind of angle towards the sun. Although on a day right now it's only getting like 9 watts, so it's not much, but sunny day that should crank. New van lifers out there, water is usually the hardest thing to find. In the summertime I find it's quite easy just to go to like Walmart or a place like that sells plants, and they usually have a hose outside, and usually if you just talk to someone nicely out there, they let you borrow the hose for 2 minutes while you quickly fill up your 20 gallon, 40 liter, 20 liter, whatever, however much water tank you have. Or the other option is to get it from a river, but then you got to filter that, which takes a long time. When it comes to getting power for your van setup, or in this case my CRV, I've got a bit of a stretch going on here. Look at this. So I'm getting maximum charge here, but look how far. So there it is coming. I've got a few feet of extra slack. And just doo-doo-doo. If we go all the way around, all the way around. See right there? Over the hill and back to my car. This is why you need at least 100 feet of cable. I just have a really simple dinner tonight. Nothing fancy. So I've got this chili, mixed vegetables, and corn. That's that right there. Mix that up. That's it. Good morning. Once again back at Nose Hill Park. So I had a serious panic attack last night. I need a minute first. Let's gotta deal with a few things here, then I'll be ready to talk about it. Pretty sure that should be up there. So I don't know, I guess just the heat, maybe a little too much weight there. I need some JB Weld. That's my solution to everything, JB Weld. We got some good news, guys. So I cut off the dash cam, and now it's just this thing, just to figure this out. And you can see it's just a bracket, and I was looking at it, I'm like, that doesn't look broken. Right, and if you, basically this is a metal piece. I'm not sure how this is attached, but if it just put it on there, push down, yeah, it just clips on. Look at that, it works. I have no idea how that popped off. Baboon or Wolverine get in here? I don't know. I just showered up, feeling good, had a little workout, first one in probably 3.5 weeks. So I'm someone who always has pretty wild dreams, and last night I had a dream that I was in some sort of underground, like water containment thing, something like a culvert or something like that, and I was being buried alive, and I felt the crushing weight of the dirt above me. I knew I was underground. I was in this like little protective thing, but it wasn't holding back the weight for long. I could feel it, like it was buckling under the pressure, and I was buried alive, and I was gonna like die in there. That was my dream. It was terrible. It was the most realistic, horrific dream ever. And the worst part is I woke up in this box and I thought it was real. I thought my dream was real, and it just continued on, and I was awake and it was real, and I just didn't clue in that I was in my car. All the windows are all blacked out, and I woke up and I was like, I gotta get out, and I was like still in a dream but not in the dream. And somehow I knew that like I needed my keys to get out, because I tried to open the door immediately right away, and I'm locked on the inside so they don't open. I start freaking out, and then it kind of finally clicked in. I'm like, oh, I'm in my car, where's the keys? I need to get out of here. Unlocked it, got out the door, and it was like 3 in the morning or something, and just an absolute mess. And I've had, I think we're up to 13 near-death experiences, 14 now with Carnarvon Lake. I'm going to count that for sure, having a 15, 20, whatever, 25-pound rock hurling at my head while hanging from the crux. This felt more scary than most of those, even though this was just a dream. I woke up with just such terror in my soul that I was being buried alive. What a horrible feeling. So anyways, that's, I don't know, it just shook me to the core, and I just haven't been feeling good today because of that. Like, I'm not sick or whatever, I'm just mentally not well. So I've been doing a lot of little busy stuff. I feel better after the gym. I feel refreshed and stuff. Curious if any of you have had panic attacks in a vehicle. I'm sure part of it is that I'm sleeping in such a small space. I did reduce my bed height about 2.5 inches over the winter. I cut my foam down a bit. I thought about removing the platform and moving it lower, but it just doesn't make sense with this vehicle. Not to mention I'd lose all my storage. There's no way. I wish I had a pop top. That would be unbelievable. Check this out. Sometimes the smallest things make me happy. So here's my dash cam, and it should be mounted upside down up here, but I put it here, it just works so much better. See, there's a couple holes there. This was flipped the other way around. Now that we've got it there, see, that's the reverse cam. See, look at that. I can actually see backwards now, and it's upside down because you can see all the stuff on the menus upside down, which I don't care about. It's just so nice to have the reverse cam actually set up. You know, you just check back there. I want to make sure there's no dogs or kids or whatever. If you guys are wondering what dash cam that is, it's the King Slim D4. I think there's a D5 out now, which looks smaller and better. They record 4K. If something happens, you push the lock button, it saves the file. I haven't had a problem with mine, so I have no problem recommending it. I'll link it up down below if you guys want to check it out. I'm trying to find somewhere near one of these schools where I can park that has trees, and I came across this here. See that right there? Those are outlets. In the summertime here when school's out, you could totally just pull up, and I'm not saying to do this, but you probably just plug in there. I'm sure those outlets work. At John Diefenbaker High School, and there's so many signs there saying no parking day or night, permit, blah, blah, blah. And it was such a hideous, old, crusty school. I'm sure John Diefenbaker would be rolling in his grave if he saw the state of that school. I'm assuming he's dead.
2 hours later.
So a day before Faro Peaks here, I'm going through my vehicle and there's a weird noise in there, and there's a bunch of shredded toilet paper. So there's a mouse or a squirrel or something that got in my car. I can hear it in there. So here's the full yard sale. I've got everything except my food out. You can see all my excess toilet paper down here. I don't know what it's doing. It's not eating my food. It's just shredding my toilet paper. Shredded, shredded. They're all shredded. It was a big mess in there. I just vacuumed it up. We've got all this stuff over here. And there's more shredded toilet paper here. Now I can't hear it. It's hiding. This is ridiculous. I could hear the mouse in there when I was sitting there. I was just about to go take off and try to find some new hiking pants. I pulled everything out almost, and I still haven't seen something run away. Like I heard it in here. There's no droppings in here yet. But where the heck is a mouse? I checked my bed too, and nothing in there. The worst part of this, I'm just like waiting for something to like jump out at me. Like I just want to see it run away, and that's it, and I can put it away and be done with this. But well, after ripping apart everything, I didn't find the mouse or the squirrel or whatever it was. I found an applesauce packet that was ripped open that was about to make a serious mess in my little fridge pantry there, and I also found a soy sauce packet that was ripped open. It also got into a couple other little bags, oatmeal, nut crisp, whatever it is, flakes, coconut stuff. It made more of a mess of the toilet paper than anything else. But I could hear it when I sat down in my car. I'm like, there's something in my car. I don't know what to do at this point. It's starting to rain, so I had to put stuff back in. Here's the mess of the soy sauce. Yeah, I'm gonna just get rid of that box, and there's a little bit of applesauce up here. But yeah, kind of got everything back in here now. We'll see. I guess I'm gonna go for a drive and see if it makes a noise again. It's most likely a squirrel, but it got into here. This. You see this receipt is shredded? Like, what the heck? Did it come up through the vent on the outside of the engine and then push its way in? Maybe this wasn't fully closed, because this locks. There's no way, unless it was like jammed open. There was a pencil down there, so maybe it was jammed open by the pencil and then it just pushed its way out. Yeah, I'm gonna redo the kitchen setup in here when I get back to my home base. I'm not a full-time van lifer. If you didn't know, I'm part-time. So I go back to Vancouver Island, actually much like Chrome from Van City Van Life. I'm actually stationed, I think, out pretty close to him. So anyways, I'm gonna head over to Market Mall and try to find some pants.
1 hour later.
This is a pretty sweet van life vehicle. Pretty high roof on it, good size. Welcome to one of my most dreaded places on earth. I've been searching for a long time for shorts that actually fit, and those do, but they're $100, so. Arc'teryx. Nike has these new trail shorts. They're designed for hiking, and they're absolutely amazing. They're absolutely expensive at 95 bucks Canadian, but I was able to find them at 25% off, 71 bucks. I bit the bullet because I've been wearing pretty old, crappy shorts for a long time. They started getting holes in them. Some in different colors. This blue color was harder to find, but I was able to find it. And the main thing here is the zipper pocket. Now, if you watch my video on Blue Lakes or Ice Lake in Colorado, you'll know that my phone came shooting out of my pocket after I took a piss in the woods, and I went all the way up the mountain, then I'd hike all the way back down. I wandered through the forest, and I eventually found my phone, and it had popped out of my pocket because I didn't have zipper pockets. So I highly recommend, if you need this storage, don't ever store anything in your pockets if they're not zipper pockets. Now these are cool too because they have these little pouches here, so you can put electrolytes or like little snacks, Cliff Blocks, anything like that in these little pouches. You can see they're just small ones. Obviously on the trail you need more kind of storage. They have this back zipper, so it's just a little pocket right here with a nice zipper. And this also has these other pockets, which I don't understand what they're for, but you can see they're pretty big. Water bottles, maybe small flask water bottles. You could definitely put those in there. I'm guessing that's what these are designed for, but and this has got a nice stretchy material. It feels nice, and it's also, the shorts are not too long. I think they're 7-inch. If you go 5-inch, which is typically running shorts that are a lot higher, this covers more of the knee, so you're not getting the sunburn, but they're not kind of rubbing the knee like these shorts I have here, which they're going right over the knee. I'm just packing up for Egypt Lake Pharaoh Peak, and I'm gonna try to do Scarab Peak, double bagger. I need to pack up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for that. So on the upper bench here now, me and you.